Hi everybody, how you doing? My name is Jörn and I'm an illustrator and digital artist from Bonn, Germany. And I want to take the time today to walk you through this illustration I'm currently doing. It's called However Small, However Hidden. And I thought it would be interesting to talk through it and share where my inspiration for the piece came from, why I made some of the design decisions, and what work is left to do. This is a unique approach. I'm trying to talk to you guys before I'm actually done with the painting, so we'll see how that goes. The inspiration for this piece has been the quote, "Keep a small fire burning, however small, however hidden," which is a quote from the book The Road by Cormac McCarthy, which is, as I always call it, my favorite book that I'm never going to read again. The quote is given, without any spoilers or giving anything away, is given as life advice by a father to his son. And, you know, it rattled around in my brain the last few weeks. So I sat down and I wanted to put it into a drawing. So what I came up with, as you can see, is this girl with horns. You're going to ask yourself, why did I put horns on her and not just draw any girl? It's because horns are fun to draw and I think they're cool. So nice. And I went with as you can see, with the literal approach for the fire burning. So she's conjuring up a little flame spirit. This is the first rendered artwork I'm doing on Procreate. So I'm learning a lot and I'm having a lot of fun diving into the different tools and seeing how it's different from Photoshop, which I would normally use. So what's left to do in the illustration? The work is, I think, at 65–70% done. So I want to put some more hours in, but I'm going to focus on three main parts. That's this flame spirit right here, the horns, and the rendering of her skin tones. The first iteration of this drawing had just a fireball that she was conjuring up. And then I came up with the idea of using like a little creature, like a flame spirit, as a metaphor for something, small, fragile, and in need of protection, something cutesy. But the way I drew it, it came out more like an embryo and less like the cute flame spirit I had in mind. So I'm probably gonna, it's on a different layer, so I'm just gonna replace it and try again and see if I like that one better. Secondly, the horns. These are obviously not done at all, but I think I'm gonna render them just really lightly. Just some rough shadows and highlights, and do the most of the actual work through texture, because Procreate has just a ton of cool inking brushes. When it first came out, it was picked up by many people who did calligraphy with it. So there's just this abundance of cool calligraphy brushes that you can use, and they're incredibly smooth. And I want to use those to draw a ton of tiny marks and imperfections into the horns, like a real goat's horn would have, to imply she lived a life. She's seen some stuff. And lastly, her skin tone. The rendering is currently at what I call the first stage, or my shitty first draft, which is where I just, a lot of work in illustration is in coming up with the colors you want to use and the lighting you want to choose. So I try to get that out of the way as quickly as possible and get to the part where I can just paint. And that's where I'm at right now. I have a general idea of how the shadows and the light will fall. And what's left to do is just, make a new layer and go over it. Also, if you take a closer look, this is just the standard airbrush that comes with Procreate, and they are just not very interesting to look at. It looks way too smooth. So what I'm going to do is I found some really cool brushes that I'm going to link in the description, that I really want to try to get some interesting texture in it. And as I blend these, you can see the individual marks of the brush strokes, and I think that's going to look really cool when I'm done with it. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for your time and attention and for letting me talk about this illustration today. I had a lot of fun getting it to the place it currently is, and I think I will really enjoy getting it to the finish line. I can't wait to keep you guys updated and to post the final work online. Until then, I hope you have a great time and see you soon. Bye!